good and some bad news today. Let's get done with the bad news first, shall we? Imagine one day you wake up with immense weakness in your limbs and it doesn't go away. Instead, it increases bit by bit each day. You start doing rounds of doctors and undergo a battle of tests, but in vain. After months of this drill, on one unlucky day, some tests reveal you have a rare illness, something no one has ever heard of. And the doctors you looked up to till then give you maximum 2 years to live with no hope. What would you do? What would your family do? No easy answers for these, are there? Unfortunately for me, this was not a hypothetical situation 12 years ago. I was just 10 months old when I was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, a rare terminal genetic disorder. SMA is one of the 7,000 known rare diseases in the world today. 1 of 4,000 children are born with it every year, making it the largest cause of infantile death. I just happen to be in that count with absolutely no family history. Came to know much later that it's caused by a missing human gene called SMN1. SMA it results in a progressive paralysis neck down. It can occur at any stage of your life. It's a condition very similar to Stephen Hawking's ALS. It takes both your parents to be a carrier of this disease, to pass it down to their children. I fell in the unfortunate 25% of their pregnancies, while my eldest sister escaped being in the lucky 75%. Till date, there is no total cure to reverse this disease. Kids diagnosed with SMA can barely speak. Even their slightest colds turns into pneumonic and life-threatening. And they don't even have the strength to breathe without support. But most of the children born in our country with SMA are living in isolation and silence till they succumb, which in my case, I clearly did not. Hence, I am who I am today. Now the good news. My journey started with the word impossible. From there till now, with me believing I am possible has been nothing short of a magical journey. To share this journey with you today brings me here. Mom and Dad had 2 options when I was diagnosed. One, to either break down and give up. Second, to make the most of every minute of my life that was left. My father buckled and walked out on us, while my mom, she held herself together and chose the second option blindly. What followed was a beautiful journey that scripted my life this far. I could not stand, walk, or run in my life, but today asked me to show my moves, and I will dance on my wheels like no one can. Back then, I could not grip a pencil firmly, but today asked me to make the most intricate drawing, and I will pleasantly surprise you. Till the age of 5, I could not speak. Most thought I was almost dumb, but here I am giving a TED talk to all of you. Mom had only one silent wish in her prayers, that I should at least be able to read a book if I got bedridden before my heavenly ride. But today I'm not just reading, but I'm also writing my own books. As a child, As a child, I saw many shut doors. Most schools rejected my application back then. Like, who would want to admit a terminally ill child, right? Well, today I'm the head girl of my school. So, yeah. Mom and Didi keep encouraging me to try everything I can. And I keep trying to excel in everything I can. Only for one reason, that life for me is uncertain. And I do not want to leave behind any unfinished business. Now for a quick question. You must be wondering, how did we do so much with me? This is how. We went back to our basics. We unlearned everything that comes premeditated at every stage of life, only to discover that with teamwork, willpower, and grit, one can even achieve the unthinkable. One can achieve even one can even make the impossible possible. Life is not always about achieving big milestones at intervals. It's also about achieving small milestones at every stage of your life. That's the only way I've been able to cultivate my abilities in life when all life blessed me was with disabilities. Many find my journey to be inspiring, but to my naive mind, I'm trying to be the best version of myself every day. I owe who I am today to all those who supported me at every stage of my life. We've been going about our lives with our chins up and a big smile. We faced adversities and successes together, and we will never give up. One of my mentors, Mr. Amidor, once told me, Keya, you have the strongest believers in the world walking right behind you. Your mom. That's enough to see you through. Well, SMA does not define who I am anymore. In front of you today is 13-year-old Keya Hatkar thriving with SMA type 2. Before I take your leave today, I would like to read a few verses from my book, Dancing on My Wheels, and I Am Possible. Rose accomplished her and her mom's dreams. She didn't let anyone down, in spite of life letting her down every step of the way. As Rose grew older, it became her mission to help those like her in the society. She spoke for rights and to have a more inclusive society, and soon became as someone whose voice could not be ignored. She was invited for large public gatherings of importance, and lawmakers heard her voice and saw her performances. They were not only moved, but realized there's more to what they saw and heard. It was all possible for a child on her wheels, and everything she wanted to do in their lives was achievable, only because she and her mom believed in her strengths and not her weaknesses. Such was the influence of a little child on the society she lived in. Only and only because she always said and felt, I am possible. Rose was no longer battling SMA. She had learned to thrive with it. Mom's prayers were answered. The impact she created with their journey, supported by her mom, caused a ripple effect. Many more joined hands to work with them. Today, Rose is a strong advocate for inclusion, working with change makers to build bridges, connecting differently abled people to the mainstream society. She focuses on education, employment, healthcare, and accessibility for them. Rose believes the only way to live a dignified life for people with disabilities is to make their abilities shine. With help in this direction, they can all lead a life of self-reliance instead of becoming a burden on anyone. As a technology enthusiast, she promotes this as the most significant and innovative tool to help those with challenges. The dance school started by Rose not only trains dancers on wheelchairs, but now includes even those with other challenges and those without any. Rose continues to carry forward her legacy, I am possible, supported by her mom and Daisy. Today, the community I am possible is a billion-strong, inclusive community of people from all parts of the world, participating in various ways with all their unique abilities and encouraging each other. Together, the unshaken belief is we are possible.